Just about 7:15 now, and simply put, we condemn all forms of hatred here. It continuously proves to have devastating consequences, and this week, hearts are reeling from the loss of 2 Israeli embassy staffers killed in Washington, D.C. The self-professed gunman, a Chicago man whose neighbors noticed in his window as we zoom in right here, a picture of a Palestinian child stabbed to death by his family's landlord in Plainfield Township 2 years ago. 6-year-old Wadia Al-Fayumi, 26-year-old Sarah Milgram, and 30-year-old Yaron Lashinsky should all be alive right now. And here to talk about this most recent and shocking loss of life is Beth Ida Stern, the interim regional director for the American Jewish Committee in Chicago. Thank you so much for being here and your time during a difficult moment.
Thank you, Anita.
I really appreciate it. And you know, the event that Sarah and Yaron were attending in Washington, D.C. this week was hosted by the American Jewish Committee. Can you tell me more about it?
Absolutely. It was our annual gathering of the young diplomats. This is a group of young adults in their 20s and 30s who gather with diplomats around the world. Incredible experience to do what the American Jewish Committee does, which is to improve the world through diplomacy and conversation. The irony that they were leaving this event, which was dedicated to exploring issues of peace, especially in the Middle East, is just beyond tragic and beyond ironic.
Should have been just a beautiful moment in their life, and for sure the main things that we've been hearing about the two of them that were yet to come in the next week were just even a bigger and better picture of what was to come for them. You know, the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, immediately condemned the attack that followed the beautiful event, as we said. They said that the crime does not reflect or represent the millions of Americans peacefully advocating for change. But I do want to know from you how concerned you are when you see things like this about more vigilante or lone wolf actors out there.
Absolutely. First of all, the outpouring of support from our allies, from non-Jews and Jews alike around the world, has been overwhelming. And so that's fantastic. That said, this is indicative of the rise in anti-Semitism in this country since October 7th, 2023. Fully almost 80% of American Jews do not feel safe being Jewish in this country. That's our State of Anti-Semitism report that was just released. And it is, unfortunately, rhetoric turned into action.
Yeah, and that's such a sad place to be, because everyone should be able to walk the streets and feel safe, or go to an event like this and leave on a high, you know. We know that this ongoing war overseas is very complicated. Many people here in the U.S. feel a little helpless, even when you see loss of life here in the States as a result of it. You have some suggestions for, at the very least, maybe counteracting hate, and I know it's been a difficult week for you, but tell us about some things that we can do.
Absolutely. I want to speak directly to your audience. It is up to each of us as individuals to treat each other with the kindness and dignity and compassion that each of us deserves. The reality is that we have more in common than we have as differences. The differences are what lead to these misunderstandings and misplaced hatred, and we do so much better when we work together, when we understand each other. Life is tough enough. There's a lot going on this planet. It starts with each of us knowing in our hearts that we are human beings together on this planet.
I'm certainly praying for more peace, and I really appreciate you being here to speak with me today.
Thank you, Anita.
Thank you.